Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another Explain 11 live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you very, very much for tuning in today on this Monday afternoon for me, Monday evening for the rest of the world. Welcome aboard, friends. Thank you all very, very much for coming to hang out. I truly do appreciate it. Round number 2 in the FlyJSim Q400. My goodness me. It really sucks that Austrian retired their Q400s because look at this airplane. It is just, oof. Oof, oof, oof. I should have done this view, and then I should have backed out, and I should have just been, like, spinning like this. Look at this airplane, ladies and gentlemen. This is truly a gorgeous airplane. I think I've yet to find a livery that I don't think looks good on this airplane. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, thank you guys for coming to hang out with me. Truly do appreciate it. Today's going to be fun. Today's going to be a challenge. Flying into Innsbruck, doing the circle to land runway 08. We've done this approach, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 times on the channel, but we've yet to do it in a Q400. So I'm very excited about this one, my friends. Wednesday. Why am I thinking it's Monday? Today is Wednesday. Yes, sorry, guys. Obviously, as you can tell, I didn't get enough sleep last night. If you missed it, we were streaming till about 3 a.m. my time. I think the stream went off at about 2:30, 2:35. a.m. my time last night, and then obviously I couldn't fall asleep right away. I was still so excited about the aircraft that I ended up, I think I went to bed closer to 4 a.m. last night, and then of course Daisy waking me up this morning at 9 a.m. ready for her breakfast. Yeah, it was a rough one last night, but it's okay. We're feeling good. We're feeling confident. I took a lot of what I learned yesterday from you guys, and have going to try and apply it today into what we were doing and what we were flying. So I'm very much ready for this one. Yeah, it was absolutely mental yesterday, dude. But you know what? I loved it, man. And I think it just shows just how excited I was for this airplane. I think that this airplane, I believe it was announced, like, I believe that they were going to be making a V2 like 2.5, 3 years ago or something like that. Pretty much been following the project almost on a weekly basis since about 6 months to a year ago. So you guys know, for me, I'm not one for waiting. I really don't like waiting. But there's certain things that I will wait for, in a Q400, again, being one of those airplanes that I grew up flying on so much. It's absolutely crazy that we've got one in the sim now. And more importantly, we've got a quality level of this detail in the simulator. This thing is absolutely amazing, guys. I am so excited for you guys to get your hands on it. I really hope, I truly do believe it's going to be within the next week or two that you guys are going to be able to fly this airplane. That is just unofficial. I have no official word from FlyJSims. That's just what my opinion on the aircraft and how it flies and how it's done. So there was an update done yesterday. There was a couple streamers, a bunch of streamers actually, that also flew this yesterday, not only myself. So there have been some updates to the airplane. The airplane has received another update, so that's good. That means we are one step closer to release of the aircraft. So, friends, without further ado, we are Austrian 903 service from Vienna into Innsbruck. I believe our flight time today is, bear with me here and I'll take a look, I believe flight time will be 57 minutes. So just shy of about an hour, probably about an hour, as we'll be doing the circle to land runway 8. So about an hour there, an hour back. Beautiful weather in Innsbruck. It's showing Cavit conditions, variable winds at 2 knots. Very perfect for the circle to land. We're going to be doing the localizer runway 26, and then we're going to break off and do the visual circle to land runway 8. Very excited for this one, friends. So without further ado, let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We are sitting cold and dark. I just wanted to also point out, yesterday I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again today. There are different panel states, so you can set a turnaround state. There's a couple different turnaround states that you can have the aircraft. So if you're somebody that doesn't want to do cold and dark every single time you load up a flight and do that, there is an option for that as well. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that. I saw a couple comments that, oh, you know, we have to do cold and dark every single time, and we're going to be doing short, like 30-minute flights. I don't want to have to do cold and dark, blah, 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 blah. There is a turnaround state. So if you're like myself, and I don't really trust X-Plane in between flights, I like to restart my simulator every flight that I do. It just dumps the code. It allows X-Plane to kind of have a fresh start, if you will. So if you're somebody that likes to do that, but you also, you know, again, don't want to come and do a cold and dark, there are options to do that. So friends, without further ado, let's jump inside the cockpit. We'll get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We're going into Innsbruck, flight time 57 minutes. Again, Austrian 903, Vienna to Innsbruck, and then we're going to be Innsbruck back to Vienna to wrap up this After Dark live stream. And again, we are live tomorrow. I got some fun flights planned for you guys tomorrow. You have to wait and tune out to see what we're going to be doing. Without further ado, my friends, let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll, shall we? Let's do it, friends. Let's jump inside the pit. We'll get her ready to go. I am just going to make sure that all of my sounds are turned up. Sounds are up. You're going to there. You're going to there. Beautiful. All right, cool. Sounds are all up, and I'm happy with that. Cool. First thing is first, we're going to go right to the overhead. We're going to get our master battery switch on. We're going to get the main battery, the auxiliary battery, and the standby bat on. Good. Let's get some brightness up in here. Beautiful. And we can continue with flows for now. So continue flows down here. External power is off for now, but we will turn it on. So we're going to come down here. You can see that I've got no flight time flying this livery. Again, I think it's so cool that every single livery that you fly, you're actually going to get like an airline, an operator, the reg number, the total hours that you've flown with this airline or this livery, and the number of passengers transported, and the number of flights that you've done. So I think that's so damn cool, man. So damn cool. Okay, cool. Let's go over here. We'll go to the load page, and we're going to connect the GPU. Let's go back upstairs, and we're going to get external power on. You'll see the little bus transfer. You'll see some recirc fans and everything turn on as well. Good. Continue over here. Ice protection is all fine. We don't need our pitot heat on either. Window heat can stay off. Everything looks good up there. Everything is good as here. We're not going to be doing our APU control. Again, if you're just hanging out and you're just coming into the stream now, there is we were flying with a bunch of real world Q400, I should say Q800, Q400 pilots last night, and a majority of them were saying that they do not use the APU. The APU is mainly used for climate control. So if you're sitting in an airport that it's extremely hot and you need to have AC blowing in the aircraft, you would have your APU on. If it is you're flying somewhere where it's extremely cold and you need to have the aircraft heated, you would have your APU on, and that's pretty much the reason that the APU is here. The engines are very capable of starting without the APU. So that's kind of how the APU is used on this aircraft. I saw a couple people as well yesterday like, Cap, start your APU, Cap, do this. You don't really have to. And there was a bunch of pilots in stream last night that were helping us with this and kind of showcasing that. So how many FPS do I have? I have my FPS counter right down here in the bottom right corner. It's a high contrast color, so you should be able to see it as well. My computer says it's ready for Windows 11, by the way. I'm a little bit scared. Windows keeps saying I'm ready for Windows 11. I don't know if I am Windows. Okay, let's go ahead and get our position lights on. We'll get our tail logo light on. Everything looks good. Recirc fan can come on. Fasten seatbelts. No smoking. Good. Cool. Let's come down here. Actually, sorry, let's get our main screens on as well. I love that effect. If you're just tuning in now and you're just seeing the effect of these screens doing their flicker, that is what they do. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. Let's come down here. Let's start up our MICDUs, CDUs, FMCs, FMGs, whatever you want to call it. UNS, sure, let's call it that. Let's go to select load. Cool. Passengers for today's flight. Let's go over to SimBrief. SimBrief is saying we need a zero fuel weight of 25.4. So if I figured out anything, it's that this is about 1,400 kilos off of what SimBrief gives me. So for me to get 25.4 as my zero fuel weight in the simulator, I need to replicate about 2,400. Zero fuel weight of 2,400. So let's get some passengers on board. Let's see if we can go full passengers and we can remove cargo. I'm just going to go with, like, I don't know. We don't need a lot of cargo. Like, let's just say, well, we're flying to Innsbruck. You probably would have a little bit of cargo. Let's go like 300 kilos of cargo. So this is giving me a zero fuel weight of 24.2. So if I bump this down to 24, that's going to be 77 passengers, 250 kilos of cargo. That's good. And then fuel for today's flight, we're going to plan for, what do we need? 2,900 kgs of fuel. Beautiful. So we'll plan 2,950. That's good. En route time today will be, what are we expecting for our en route time? I believe that it's going to be, oh yeah, I said it, 57 minutes. So we'll punch in 57, 57, oops, sorry, 57. And we'll insert that, and then we'll remove the 0. There we go. 057. Cool. That looks good. I'm happy with all of that. Our CG weight looks great. Zero fuel weight, again, 24. We're going to try and match it up as best as we can. 77 passengers into Innsbruck today. Beautiful. One empty seat. Cool. Let's go to the load summary page now. Temperature at sea level is 2 degrees. Our flight route is, yes, 252 miles. Well, 251 is fine. Taxi time, 10 minutes. Reserve fuel time, 30 minutes. And that looks good. I'm happy with all of that. Cool. We can confirm the loading, and we can go ahead and start loading. And there you go. You'll actually hear the aircraft come to life. Some doors will get open. Some stairs will come down. And there we go. We're starting up. So let's go spend some time down here on the UNS, the whatever you want to call it, the FMC, whatever, however we call it. Let's go to the flight plan page, and we're going to go to menu. We're going to be doing a departure today out of runway 11. But I am just going to verify that. Give me a second here. I'm just going to verify that the winds here in Vienna. Winds are 120 at 4 knots. So, yes, we'll take runway 11 for departure. Okay, so we're going to push in number 1. We'll enter that. From there, we're going to select our our SID, Standard Instrument Departure. OSPA 2 Alpha is what we're looking for. So we'll continue to scroll down here. OSPA 2 Alpha, so we're going to be down here in the O's. OSPA 2 Alpha, I see that. So that is number 20. We'll go ahead and select that. No transition. And there it is. Our flight plan has been inserted. So we go to flight plan page and we come over here. We should see that our last waypoint is Ospin, which it is. Beautiful. From Ospin, we're going to go direct to Abruk. So we're going to go Abruk, UK. Good. We'll enter that. That is correct. From Abruk, we're going to go to Seatal. And enter that. That is correct. From Seatal, we're going to go direct to Nanit. And we'll insert that. Correct. From Nanit, we're going to jump on the Nanny 2 Alpha arrival. So we'll go back to menu. We'll go to arrival. Airport. We're going to Lowy, Innsbruck, Lowi. Beautiful. Innsbruck, Granenbieten. Yes. See, da. Okay, that looks good. Runway we planned for. So, again, how this works with this aircraft and how it works with every other aircraft, you want to select runway 26. Even if you plan on landing on runway 08, you want to select runway 26 because what you're going to do is you're going to track the localizer or the RNAV in on runway 26, and then you're going to break off when you have visual of the airport and perform the quote-unquote visual circle to land. So we're going to select number 2 for runway 26. We'll enter that in there. We're going to be on the Nanny 2 Alpha, which you see right here, which is number 5. We'll insert that. We have no transition. We'll insert that. And now we're going to select which one we want. So if I'm looking at my charts here right now, the easiest way for us to perform this, in my opinion, is going to be the... probably the RNAV Echo, RNP Echo. What does the Zulu do? Yeah, the Zulu has you in from RTT, so we're going to plan for the RNAV Echo. So RNAV Echo 26. So we're going to take number 4, and we'll insert that. Select a transition. Do I want Whiskey 610? Yes, I do. So we're going to select that one, and we'll insert that. Beautiful. Now, if we go to our flight plan, we can take a look here. We should have the rest of all of this plugged in now. So if we go to our next page, you should see that we've got Abruk, Seatal, Nanit, RTT, and then we've got a no link, which is fine. That's just a discontinuity, which we will clear out there. From RTT, we're going to go direct to 610, to Whiskey 666. It's a crazy waypoint. To Whiskey 612. What? Sorry. 611, 612. What the fuck is this? Okay. You need to get removed. I'm not sure why I did this. It's like going back on itself. So we're going to delete you. We're going to delete you. We're going to delete you. 610, 666, 612, 613, 614, and then Whiskey India 103. That's how it should be. Whiskey India 103. So you're going to get removed because I don't know what you are. Whiskey 103. That is how it should be. Okay. And then it should be, yes. All right. 14, Whiskey 103. Okay. And now we're good to go. And then that's the hold. That's the go back. Okay. Cool. That all looks good. All of the restrictions are in here as well. We have to make sure that we hit those restrictions. So we are going to be flying on the VNAV, so hopefully it'll hit all of those restrictions. Okay, cool. Flight plan is plugged in. Pardon me. I'm happy with all of that. Let's go to our fuel page now, and we're going to start loading up some stuff. So we've got 77 passengers on board today. So we're going to go 77. We'll insert that. Good. Cargo that we had on board was 248 kgs. 248. Good. It's given us a zero fuel weight of 25.9. We're 500 off.
Is it hard learning all these different aircraft controls?
Yes. I mean, yes and no. The hardest part about what I do, being genuinely seriously with you guys right now, the hardest part is learning how to fly them properly with the flight model. That's honestly the hardest part about this. Learning the systems, once you kind of understand how aircraft systems work, you can kind of bounce in between, you know, airplanes with quote unquote minimal ease, if you will. But yeah, it's yeah, man, it's the you know, it's those ones. Hide more info. Okay, briefing is completed. You guys know what we're doing. That is all good. Let's go to the before start checklist. So circuit breakers have been checked. Passenger signs are on. Emergency lights are armed. Anti-skid is coming on. Emergency armed. Anti-skid is over here. We're gonna get that on. Good. Let's go to the fuel transfer quantity is checked. Good. Emergency brake pressure has been on and checked. Good. Power levers are disconnected. Condition levers are fuel and off. Takeoff data has been reviewed, so we know what we're planning for takeoff. We're doing a takeoff 5 degrees, and we'll select our V-speeds in here. There's our V-speeds, so that's been done. Wonderful. So, start approved. So we've got battery master, our main, our aux, and our standby battery, which is all up here, which we just did. All of those guys up top. Good. Let's go ahead and get the doors and fueling lights are off and out, which I think we're getting done right now. Let me go to doors and systems.
On to cockpit. Toliss driving up.
Okay, give me a sec. This is doors. There we go, and you can see all the doors. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to start feathering engine number 2. We're going to turn engine 2 on. And we'll intro fuel. Okay. APU bleed is off, red anti-collision light, and engines cleared for start. Good. After startup will be our next checklist. Make sure that our red beacon light comes on now as we're starting up an engine. What did I do? Oh, that's the tow driving up. I was like, did I just kill an engine? Okay. So we've got Gen 2 online. We've got a good start on engine number 2.
Okay.
So external power can come off.
Are closed. Ready to connect.
Good.
Parking brake.
He's connecting the jetway, so we can now remove. You got to go fast kind of when this happens. We'll disconnect the GPU. Don't need him on anymore. Okay. That's all good and set.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake. When you're ready to start pushback.
Thank you. Okay. Turn you on. Got all these on. I noticed the plane is really FPS heavy. I would say it's very similar to the... I would say it's very similar to the Zibo 7.3. You can see my FPS down here. I mean, I'm getting 45, 50 FPS. Again, I think it's a modern airplane that's using modern graphic cards, and you know what I mean. So the better the specs, the you know, the better your but yeah, I don't know. Okay, altitude today we're going for 24,000 feet. Performance is, like I said, there's a couple things that I would have changed. Performance being one of them, but other than that, man, it's such an amazing airplane. We're going to go over to FMS 1. We are going to plan for a runway heading initially of 100. Or, sorry, 100 is going to be good. 110, we'll call it. Is this the updated queue? It is. Current version. You have the latest version. We were on 0.991 yesterday. This is 992. It just updates via Skunkcraft as well. So, yeah, current version. You can always check right here in the main page. It'll tell you what you're doing. Okay. We've got Gen 2 online. We've got our external power off and disconnected. Everything else is looking good. We're feathering engine number 2. It's looking good here. Let's release the park brake. Make sure that we're squawking. There we go. I have no clue, Ben. It depends what airplane I'm flying, man. I get really good performance in the Toliss aircraft. This is like usually the FPS that I would see flying the Zebo. Mid 40s, 50s. I'm sitting here going, why aren't we moving?
The cockpit. Please show me where you
Also,
want to go.
hold on. Couldn't I have just gone forward? God damn it. Hold on. Let's just, how can I disconnect him?
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Good, park brake's on. I forgot that I can just push forward.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
We don't need to push back. Chat was probably yelling at me. You don't need to push back.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. I'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Jack, how are you, my friend? Guys, do you want to do single engine taxi? Single engine or 2? Roger, Dodger, you guys are the bosses. So I'm just scarfing down my lunch. Okay. Well, with that, let's advance the prop to full. You need flaps out for the hydraulic 1 system, lest you won't have brakes. Really? We were flying it somewhat decently yesterday. I'm actually pretty good, Jack. I haven't been using the brakes very much at all. I've kind of just been using the beta system, playing around with it. I've had a lot of fun. We're going out here. We're going to make our... Well, we want to go onto Mike, so we'll come out here, we'll make a left turn, left then right. Alright, lunch is done.
Ready
my dear
to
Lord.
rock and roll.
Yes, we are. Track IR kind of lost itself there for a sec. Alhaji Kane, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, my friend. 500k without power, damn. Alright, let's get our taxi light on. You have emergency brakes, no regular brakes. See, hydraulic 1 is not on by putting flaps 5. It turns on the standby AC pumps and PTU. Well, let's do that then, Jack. And do I turn them on after? Or they automatically turn on? By the way, I love that you've modeled the doors on this page. Love that. It's auto? Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never flown the Majestic. I've heard a lot of people trying to compare this with the Majestic. I really don't know, guys. Unfortunately, I've never flown the Majestic Q400. This is my first venture into flying a Q400. I can tell you that I absolutely love this airplane, though. Like, absolutely love it. Okay, let's get our autopilot panel here programmed in a little bit. We're going to be on heading mode. We're going to go to Alt Select at 24,000. We're going to go to IAS mode. We're going to plan to climb at about... what did they teach me yesterday? Let's plan our climb around 215 knots. That's what we learned yesterday. Climb out in this aircraft is very nice at 215 knots. Not a fast airplane by any means. Can we get a butter today? Oof, I don't know, man. If I remember how to fly the airplane from last night, yes, we will do it. But GG Games, thanks for support, man. I appreciate you, dude. So come and hang out. Caps, big on FPS. I see stutters are using OpenGL now. You see stutters. I don't see any stutters, man. I mean, we're holding 40 frames no matter what. We're usually in the mid 40s. Once we're airborne and flying, we're usually up in the 50s. Is it heavy on FPS? Yes, it's one of the heavier airplanes on FPS. Like I said, I'd categorize it right up there with like the I builds, the Zebo mod. I would say it's right up there with those types of airplanes as far as you know, performance wise. But yeah, still enough room to take off on runway 29. Why did we do that? Winds aren't favoring 29. Winds are like 120 at 4 knots or whatever. Chewy got an 816. Holy shit. Okay, I don't feel so bad about my 498 yesterday then. An 816. Yeah, that's going in for strut checks. Is more FPS demanding than the Toliss 340? Yes. Toliss is one of the best optimized products I think we have for X-Plane. Toliss airplanes are insanely optimized. I get usually 60 plus FPS flying anywhere in the Toliss planes. Any idea the cost of this plane? No price has been made yet. No price and no release date as of yet. Sorry. He broke those gears. Damn, where was he landing? Was it like a London city or something like that? Because that's probably acceptable. 816 feet. Jesus Christ. How did he manage that? 816. Holy. I thought we did bad with our 498. Woof. A stalled landing? Yeah, that would probably do it. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Let's get this video up to as many likes as we can. We're going to be starting engine number 2. I know you guys are probably seeing a bunch of errors up there. Don't worry, we're going to be firing up engine number 2. As you can see, we're doing a single engine taxi as per chat's request. Single engine taxi today out to Vienna. We're actually going to take, we can take Alpha 10 right here. There's no need to go all the way down. So we'll take Alpha 10 for our next, next left here. It's me. Thanks so much for your support, man. 2 months. Just have a nice flight. Thanks so much. It's me. Appreciate you, dude. good to see you back. I hope all is well. Thanks so much for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Sonny's birthday. Oh, man. Guys, can we get some love and chat for Sonny? His birthday. Happy birthday, Sonny. What would you say is the best feature of this aircraft? The sounds. They're mesmerizing. Has anybody ever told you that you sound and look like Seth Rogen? Yes. Numerous people. Although I think I look better than Seth Rogen. Maybe not, though. Look at that, no brakes. Keep that beta in. All right, cool. So, let's do our... Matt! Welcome back, man. Appreciate you, dude. How are you? Thank you, thank you. Okay, so... let's start engine number 1, shall we? Fuel. Sounds are unreal, dude. Absolutely unreal. Cool. Let's do our checks. External power and APU is off. Main bus tie switch. Off. Bleed air 1 and 2 on as required. We're on min. Bleed air 1 and 2. Good. Battery temps have been checked. Condition levers, min. They're at max right now, but that's fine. Standby hydraulic pressure and PTU controls are on. Good. Hydraulic pressure is good. Hydraulic 3 ISO valve opened. Opened. Rudder travel. Sorry. Elevator travel. Good. Hydraulic 3 ISO valve closed. Flaps are set 5 degrees. De-ice pressure is checked. Rudder travel. Good. Steering switch is on. Windshield heat and pitot side heat is on. Flight taxi light on. Radar nav, PFD, MFD, ED, and yaw damper comes on as well. Yaw damper. All right. That is the after start checklist complete. Go to taxi checklist. Got all those on. Tanks, aux pumps 1 and 2. On and on. Auto feather. On. Flaps set and indicated trim. Set for 3 units. Takeoff test. Still giving me a warning because I don't have my pitos on. Now if I take it, now if we do the test, still warning me. Okay, I'm obviously forgetting something. Condition levers are max, I believe. Yep. Pitot heat is on. Ice protection, good. Clearance cabin, good. Taxi checklist is complete. Now, why is it giving me...
Seth Rogen has got nothing on you. Haha.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you, thank you. Bus ties, all that's looking good. I'm not quite sure why we're getting a takeoff warning test. I'm not quite sure. We've got flaps. I'm not going to worry about it. It might be because I'm just out of the band on there. Is that why? It was. Okay. It's because I was just out of the band. Yeah, it was just out of the band here on my trim. That's exactly what it was. Okay, cool. Okay, taxi checklist is complete. Lineup. Cabin crew's been notified. Bleed air 1 and 2 to min and off. Anti-collision light transponder is already on. Flight controls checked and clear. Flight taxi good. Landing and taxiing light. Lineup is complete. So we'll go upstairs. We'll get our strobes. You're on too as well. All the lights are on. We're looking good. And lineup is done. After takeoff checklist will be the next one. Cool. Well, friends, let's get it, shall we? And I'm going to put my wipers up immediately. Flight turboprops in real life, that hum is music to your ears, dude. It's beautiful. Alrighty, guys. You ready? Let's do it. Why am I getting warnings? We're just taking off. Don't worry about it. Not quite sure why we're getting a warning. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. I don't know what that warning was. We did our takeoff. Oh, it was my trim again. I hit my trim. God damn it. Don't worry about it, guys. It's because I hit my trim again. Look, my trim was out of range. Sorry. I have my trim set right here, and it's very... Look at right here. If you see this, I have my trim set, and it's very sensitive. Like, even if I, like, rub my finger against it, it will... The trim will go bananas. Okay, this is an RNAV. So we're going to want to follow nav track. So let's follow the airplane here. It was the trim. Yes, you guys are correct. There's nothing major. Do not worry. Do not fret. Apologies. Okay, I think we need to go down here and we need to go direct to... maybe not. We'll see what it does. Maybe we'll go Whiskey 101. We'll go to 2. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Alright, let's bring our prop back. 900. Flaps clean. Ready to make our right turn. Weather X and terrain radar is being worked on. It's in op right now. Right turn. Let's get our autopilot on. Beautiful. Cool. After takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are clean, power climb is set, climb power is set, bleed air 1 and 2 on as required, put them over to normal, good. Hydraulic pressure and PTU control normal. Tank aux pumps 1 and 2 off and auto feather off as well. So off, tank aux pump 1 and 2, auto feather off, and PTU control and standby hydraulic pressure off. Engine temps and pressure is set and set. Ice protection as required. Cabin pressure and temp control set and passenger signs as required. After takeoff checklist is complete. 6,000 feet, 7,000 feet, we're going through standard barometric pressure. We'll come over here and we'll go standard. And I guess there's no way to change. Is there a way to change this from hectopascals? Oh, I think you have to do it in here actually. Pascals. Does that do it? That does do it. Okay, there we go. So we've got that. Okay, cool. So that changes it to 1013, as you saw right here. Hectopascals. Cool. All right, sweet. Just going to turn the sounds down here a little bit so we don't go deaf. I would say that's a nice departure. Minus getting my trim out a little bit of whack there. We're looking good. Jake, what's up, man? Loban, we just flew the 340 for a full week, man. We'll be back this weekend flying it for across the pond on Saturday. Just sit back and enjoy what I'm doing today, man. The prop animation and modeling is just unreal. It is absolutely gorgeous. I agree with you, dude. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Daisy's doing well, man. How many flights today? Probably just these two. I have to go meet... I have a meeting with my girlfriend, and so at 5 o'clock, so I'm probably only going to do these 2 flights today. But we are live again tomorrow. We're going to be streaming again tomorrow. Regular schedule tomorrow. Got some fun flights planned. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. Let's try and get this video up to 300 likes. 300 likes for an After Dark, I think, is absolutely awesome. Meeting with your girlfriend is a date, right? No, and we're going to meet with a mortgage specialist. Looking at buying some property together. Got a very good deal on something. Not just you this morning. I feel like it, right, Daza? Holy. It's a hell of a date. It is. Yeah. Cap, where are we flying tomorrow? I'm not sure yet. We're going to be flying in Europe, but I'm not sure. Get the date out of the way, no simp November. You can't simp if you already have a girlfriend. You're already the ultimate simp. Will there be a Cap Junior someday? No. Don't plan on having kids. No, we both don't plan on having kids. Does the Dash 8 have Avi tab? No, it has its own tab. I don't know if they might be adding Avi tab support into this in the near future. I have no clue. Man, the aircraft really does climb just significantly better when you leave the speed at like 215, 220 knots. It's insane. No nut November. It's like you guys aren't going to nut in November. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. What, you're not going to... Okay. I don't believe that anybody doesn't do that for a minute. Anybody that says they don't do that in the month of November is full of shit. Yeah, right. Jermaine, what's up, my man? How are you, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. Sonny, take care, man. You almost died of laughter to the person who super chatted. Why? Who, the Seth Rogen's got nothing on you? Nice, Jermaine. Hope the business is going well, man. Sounds like it is. Sounds like it is for sure. Power tables / pitch are provided. They are, Mickey. Yep, I believe so. I don't know where. I think you find them in the... it comes with like a whole... whole thing of documentation. Is X-Men 11 worth it? It's up to you, man. That's something you'll have to decide, unfortunately. All right, well on our way. Got some mountain ranges here in front of us, looking good. Did you get some sleep? I saw you were on late last night. I did. Probably not enough sleep, but yeah. This is a different aircraft, Yuval. Yes, sir, if I'm not on the road, I'm sleeping, taking a lot to run. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, I know, man. Hopefully all's going well, though, man. What happened to the face cam? It's after dark, dude. You should know that, Jake. No cameras for after dark. I feel like they tuned the winds perfectly. Is the update for the old Q400 by FlyJSim? This is a completely new aircraft, but it is done by FlyJ. Your stream was 7 hours long. Yeah, it was 7.5 hours, Nevada Rocks. Yeah. Long day yesterday, man. We definitely put her through its paces, but we ended up getting a butter. We got our first butter. It was an absolute beautiful approach, and I will say that this aircraft is extremely hard to butter. For those of you that were wondering, this thing is no joke. No joke. Hey Gap, don't suppose you know where there will be a discount for current owners of the Q400? I have no clue, man. Yeah, I have no clue. Shift 2 for Boomer Schmitz? No problem. Feel like that wasn't loud enough. Apologies. It's a little bit better. That's what we like to hear. Jeez. Nice. Very nice. Nah, this thing is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Did you adjust the prop speed? Yeah, absolutely. So we're at 900 RPM right now. And then once we get to cruise, we'll drop it to min 850. Hey Gap, just came home from Scouts and got dinner. Here I am. Nice flying moose. Sweet. Making old man's day. We're going flying tonight, Smitty. Mark it in your calendar. I'll be flying the Q400. You want a cabin tour? Sure. I'll do a quick little cabin tour for you. You even got climate control that you can use. You can change how warm it is, how cool it is. You can do all kinds of stuff too. You can even open the overhead compartments, all of them. You can like really set some scenes in here, as well as all the window shades work. So you can shut all the window shades, you can have them open, you can do whatever you want. They all work. And then of course the coolest feature, probably shouldn't open that, my bad. That's probably not pressurized. Probably got a warning in here because of that. That's fine. Actually, no, that was probably our... open this guy. And look at this, a fully functioning bathroom. And you can even flush the toilet. How cool is that? FlyJSim 2020. Oh, baby. There you go. That's the Q4. Yep. Pretty badass. 24,000's coming in. I don't think I should have opened that door, but that's okay. No, I don't think you can shit in it. That's what you're asking. Yeah, the cabin's crazy detailed, man. Crazy detailed. You have any plans for lot Polish airline ops with the Q400? Do they fly the Q400? For sure, man. We've got some awesome scenery from JarDesign, so we could definitely do some Polish. I want to fly some Croatian airlines as well. Do like some Croatia down to. Does Turkish Airlines fly the Q400? I'm gonna have to figure out who operates the Q400. Got a list of all the operators. I also want to do some Air Baltic routes, flying up to like Helsinki and stuff. Oh man, Riga, Helsinki, whoo. Estonia, Tallinn. Oh man, some Air Baltic Q400. Oh baby, Air Greenland. Yeah, Wittero. Dude, there's so much Q400 flying. Jake, what's up, man? Thanks for becoming a member. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Welcome up into business class. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Custom emojis, building up that awesome rank in chat. Thanks so much for your support, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. Captain Gio, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Did I have outsell? I did, right? 24,000. Okay, good. So let's bring our prop back to 850. There we go. Cruise prop is in. And we'll basically just let our speed climb up now. And we're looking good. So what we can do now is we'll come down here. We'll go to our VNAV preset. And we're going to plan a descent rate of 1,800 feet per minute. That's what we want. So we'll go ahead and enter that in there. And you can see top of descent is in 101 miles and or 17 minutes. So there you go, friends. 17 minutes, 101 miles. Let's enjoy some of these views here outside. The ortho gets a little bit sketchy, I think, around here at some points, but then it turns into just beauty. Look at that airplane though, man. Holy. Air Baltic Q4s? Oh, dude. You gotta tell me twice. Don't gotta tell me twice, man. You're trying to learn VOR stuff and struggling? I don't know a lot about VORs, man. Alaska Q4, yeah, the Horizon, yeah. Absolutely. Is there a release date? No release date yet. Yeah, absolutely, student pilot. There's so many cool things, man. They have 12 Q400s. Got you. Time for a stretch. When in doubt, stretch it out. I have no clue what it means, Addy. A&A has 24 Q4s? Damn. Go do some flying in Japan with the Q4. Oof. Rise in Aviation, thanks for your support as well, man. Coming up in a business class. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the support, my friend. Thanks for becoming a member. Hope you enjoy your custom emojis. Hope you enjoy standing out in chat with that beautiful green name. Thanks so much. Flybe had 92 of them. Damn. Dash 8 is a Canadian manufacturer? It is, yes. What were we at? I think we're at 66% torque, Amanda. We'll pull it back slightly, but... Again, you have to remember, I am not a real-world Q400 pilot. This is the second day of me owning a Q400. I do not know a lot about it, so I can't stress that enough. If you're expecting perfection from me, definitely not going to be the case. Any good freeware biz jets? I don't think so. Maybe we'll do the last flight as the sun is setting or something like that. This plane makes me want to get X-Plane 12? Yeah. Imagine this plane in X-Plane 12, dude. Oof. Not a real-world Q400 pilot? Nope. No, sir. All right, so you're saying 60. Jabba, thanks so much for your support as well. Welcome back into business class. Huge no floaties to you. So between 60 and 62. We'll set 62. There we go. Oh. There we go. 62. Set. We'll see, guys. You're going to have to take all your flight suggestions to the Discord, though, guys. I'm not going to remember, you know. The major operator, WestJet Encore, Air Canada Jazz, Porter in North America, and Alaska Horizon. In Europe, it's definitely Flybe. There's a lot of Q400s flying around, though, in Europe. Crazy airports. Thanks, Ryzen. Appreciate it, man. Glad you're enjoying it, dude. Olympic Spice Jet. There you go. Dally, thanks for your support, my friend. Welcome aboard. It's like a derelict of farewell. Got you. So this is probably the last livery then, the last jet. Didn't Flybe go extinct? I think so. Aren't they coming back? I don't know, dude. I can't keep track. Yeah, Lux Air flies them. Yeah. Yeah, one, I've seen him. It's not a bad aircraft at all. Just not really interested in flying business jets, to be honest with you. We do CTP in the Q400. Cross the pond in the Q400. I'll let you think about that question for a sec. I think this plane is not easy to butter. No, it definitely isn't. Definitely isn't. Red Flybe's coming back. They have bought back a couple of their older planes. There you go. Yanis, thanks so much for your support, my friend. Coming up into business class as well. Huge no floaties. Look at these new members. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much for support. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. You think you want to get this over the 340 or maybe both? I mean, here's the thing. Two completely different airplanes, right? I don't think it's even fair. I think it's just, it comes down to one, what your flying is, like what type of flying you enjoy doing, and two, if you have the money, you know.
Hey CPT, if I bought this and told Mrs. Daza it was for research purposes, would that stick?
Yes.
Lol.
Tell her at study level, you must have it to learn. Maybe one day you're going to be flying on a Q400 and they're going to ask you to fly. The Gamers Toys, thanks so much for your support as well. Another new member. Holy macaroni. Huge enough floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for support as well. Hope you enjoy your custom emojis. Hope you enjoy building up your chat, your green name in chat. Thank you very much, man. We got another new member. Topaz. Thank you very much, my friend. Coming up to first class as well. Somebody get these men a nice cold beverage. 4 new members. Guys, thank you for the support, man. All of our existing members, can we please get some love in chat for the newest members? Welcome them warmly. Thank you so much, man. We've got our newest members, Jabma Glub. We've got Yanis Jr. We've got the Gamers Toys. And we've got Topaz Urfi. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right. I don't know what this little thing is here. What's going on after Nanit? RTT. Okay, that's afterwards. Gotcha. 226 Enforcement coming up into first class as well. Holy macaroni. 5 new members. Huge enough floaties to you guys. Thank you all very, very much for your support, man. That is very kind, guys. Truly do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the support, man. Thanks, guys. The very first streamer who pronounced my whole username correctly. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. Your voice is ruining this whole live stream, so please... What? You don't even make sense, dude. We gonna tune into a live stream with somebody that's not talking? What the fuck is wrong with you? Go away. Started the member trend? You did. Thanks, Jake. Watching Captain Canada is... class is a must. Don't get caught, man. Don't get caught. FPS comparison between a Q400 and a 340. Well, I mean, Toliss always is going to win as far as performance goes in FPS, man. Toliss cannot be beat for performance. I don't know how they do it. It's absolutely insane. So, yeah. Wow, kid.
No more bomber claw or smash landings today, Cap.
No.
Let's butter this baby and get ready for CTP.
Thanks for support, my friend. Wow, kid, huge enough floaties too, man. Dropping the $5 donation. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. VATSIM next fight. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be on VATSIM. Tomorrow we're going to fly it on VATSIM. How did the Q400 become such a big sold aircraft? I don't know. Probably just for reliability and performance, and it's pretty crazy what you can do. Is FPS similar to the Flight Factor 7.6? Yeah, I'd put it up there with the Flight Factor planes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I compare it to, like, you know, the Zebo, the Flight Factor stuff, the I&I builds. Same type of performance, yeah. It's my job, Bigga. It's my job, my man. It's cheap to operate. There you go. Plain Simple, what's up, man? Good to see you back. Hey, Cap. Is there a difference between the Q400 and ATR? I don't know a lot about the ATR. I really don't know. I wouldn't be the one to ask. How's this compare to the previous FlyJSim? Night and day. Night and day, my friend. 20 miles, 3 minutes to go, friends. Night and day. Where's your face cam? We don't have a face cam on today. I don't do face cams for AfterDark. All of our lights are good. We're all good. We're good. Cool. Forgot to do this, but power is set. Cabin pressure, lights, that's all set. Descent checklist is what we're going to be working on next. Innsbruck, we'll pull up the METAR. Thanks, Mr. Marcel. Appreciate you, my friend. Glad you enjoyed them. All right, winds are very about 2, Cavite conditions 8 degrees, QNH is 1025, and our altimeter will be set at, I think it says by ATC. Yeah, I think it's usually like 11,000 feet. Something like that. All right, so we've got 7.5 miles to go, 1 minute till our top of descent. If we go to our messages, it's going to say top of descent, alert, good. So what we can do now is we want to take it, what do we want to be down to? I think it's 9,500 feet initially. So let's go down to 9,500 feet initially. We'll program that, 9,500 feet initially. Good. All right, and we can go ahead and, I think we're less than 5 miles. Yeah, less than 5 miles. We can arm our VNAV. There's VNAV path, and we'll go Alt Select as well so that we don't blow through our altitude. Make sure, guys, when you get the airplane, make sure that you select Alt Select. Every time you reset the altitude, you have to do an Alt Select. You have to. If you don't do an Alt Select, the aircraft will just go way through 9,500 feet or above when you're climbing. So you must set it. Must set it. I can't stress that enough. manage. 1025. Just have to remember that. Can you guys remember that? 1025. Don't let me forget. And here comes descent. We'll pull the power back. There we go. Power is back. Starting our descent into Innsbruck. All right. Localizer 111.1. 1111. Good. Set that in there. Do I know Bolzano Dolomiti Airport approach? I don't yet, no. Mohammed, thanks so much for support, man. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, if you're running it at 4K, it's definitely going to take a lot more performance.
Hi, Captain. I know you don't stream in 4K, but any idea how noisy your RTX gets running MSFS at 4K? Is it more noisy than running it at 1080p?
No. So I have the way that I have a custom fan curve on my on all of my components. So I have a custom fan curve. It's pretty much running full fan right now. And it really rarely gets asked chat. Every time they ask, it's usually hovering around this temperature. My GPU rarely breaks like 60 degrees. CPU, on the other hand, because it is overclocked at 5.1 on all cores, this thing can get a little bit warm. We saw it yesterday going up to like 77, 78 degrees, which is still, I guess, not that warm, but still a little bit cause for concern for me when it usually runs at these temperatures. But yeah, I have a custom fan curve, so it always keeps it in the mid to low 50s is what I'm aiming for. Are we doing the return leg? We are, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Start turning our sounds back up here for you as well. Hey Cap, would you guys buy the 340? I've heard there are some bugs, and I'm wondering what's your opinion on it. I don't really think there's very many bugs going on at all with the aircraft. I think it's a great aircraft. I think it really depends, man. If you're into long hauls, I think it's the best option that we have. Putting a flaps 15. I'm going to pause our music here as well now that we're out of cruise altitude. We can also start with our descent checklist. So altimeters, we're going to wait on those. Approach and landing briefing, we've already done that. You guys know what we're expecting today. Cabin alt controls is set and ice protection as required. Beautiful. So we'll just wait on the altimeters at 11,000 feet. And then we'll continue finishing that checklist. We're basically going to like fly to this valley and then down and in. Get your cameras ready, because 1025, thank you. My GPU gets like 80 when playing FS 2020. I'm telling you, if you put a custom fan curve on it, so basically what I'm doing is the second my CPU hits 50 degrees, I'm basically telling it to turn all of the fans on. So at 50 degrees, it will kind of, so if you do something very similar, so if you set like a fan curve, let's say for 55 or 60 degrees for your fans to be running full pin, usually the card will stay that temperature because you've already, you know, running full fans, it will keep it somewhat cool. Yeah, that's, I mean, Charling, I'm kind of in the same boat, right? I love the Felis. I think it's an amazing aircraft, but I agree with you. Like, This is much more like, you know, modern in my style and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Same as the 340. Like if I'm doing a long haul, I'm like, you know, 95% of the time I'm going to take the 340 just because it's more modern. It's got auto save. You know, it's just a bunch of different options, you know. 1025. Yeah, we got it. Thank you, Jordan. All right, now this is Orbex Ortho coming up here. You can see the line right here. So this is Ortho for XP, and this is Orbex Ortho. And boy, oh boy, Orbex Ortho is quite spectacular. You can see Innsbruck. It's right down here. Look at this view right now, man. The view and the sounds and everything that's going on. Dude, this was literally meant to have. This is what the Q400 is for. This is what the Q400 is for. 100%. Crazy, man. All right, so we're passing through the Rattenberg VOR, so that's good. Altitude now, we can take it down to 5,700 feet. So continue scrolling this down here. 5,700 feet on the VNav is what we're going to plug in. Hopefully it continues to do well what it's been doing. Our speed looks good. We're coming up to 10,000 feet. We should start bringing our power back and speed back here a little bit. You got an outside shot real quick? Yeah, dude. Are we doing the circle of the land? Of course we are. Come on. You know me. When will it come out? No release date yet. Whoever has been able to do this approach real life, fly into this airport in a Q400, I am beyond jealous. Landing lights are on. We're through 10,000 feet. I'm beyond jealous. I'm just going to put it that way. Beyond jealous. Okay. Start getting configured here, friends. Let's pull our power back. Done it in a King Air IRL, dude. Jealous, man. Jealous. Alright, what we can do now, sure we can actually intercept from here. If I flip over, let's go to heading mode. And I go like this, and we flip to heading, and I switch my nav source to ILS and the course. Probably shouldn't have done that. Actually, no, we're doing the RNAV. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're doing the RNAV. We're not doing the localizer. That's why it's not picking it up. My bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set everything up here. We're going to be... planning this, so I'm going to need a heading of 264. That's what I want. 264 on my heading. Whoop. Sorry, 230. Jesus. Cap, read your charts. 230 is what I'm looking for. Here's the airport down there in front of us, looking good. I'm going to switch over to vertical speed now. We're going to go flaps 1. I'm going to go to vertical speed, and I'm going to start descending here at about 1,600 feet per minute. That's what I'm going to aim for, down to 3,700 feet. Altitude 3,700. And alt select. Good. Okay. We're looking good. Speed's coming in. We want to be fully configured by the time we make our left turn here. So it's better to get the aircraft. So we're at 160 knots. We're looking good. It's better to get the aircraft programmed ready now. We'll set our V speeds here as well. All right. And we'll turn our sounds up. There we go. Nice and loud for you guys. Enjoy. Altitude horn. Are the wipers stowed like that usually for sound and drag purposes? Yes. Yeah. Alright, so visually what we should be looking for right now is the ski jump, which is right here. We can see the ski jump. That's essentially where we're going to be aiming for. So we've got the ski jump. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to increase power a little bit. I want to keep speed up just a tad, 160 knots. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select heading mode. So we'll go to heading. It's going to turn the aircraft. And again, keep my speed up to about 160 knots. And essentially what we want to do is we want to be pointed directly at the ski hill. There's the ski hill right there. Now we're going to start getting ourselves somewhat a little bit more configured. Let's go flaps 10 degrees and gear down. Sorry, I should have gone gear down, then flaps 10 degrees. My apologies. Keep speed about 150 knots. Rest of our lights can come on. We'll do our checklist as well. Descent, altimeters, approach and landing briefing. Yeah, we've got all that. That's done. Approach checklist. Altimeters are set. Lights as required. GPS landing flaps selected. Fuel transfer is off. Tank aux 1 and 2 is on. And we're going to get our PTU controls on as well. That is set. Passenger signs on. Condition warnings and cabin is secure. Approach checklist is complete. Next will be our landing checklist, which we're going to do as soon as we make our right turn here.
Terrain.
No problem. Don't worry about that. Landing checklist. Landing gears down 3 green. Flaps are now set, which is going to be 15 degrees. Don't worry about the terrain call, guys. We're fine.
Terrain.
Condition levers, we're going to bump those up to max. And bleed air 1 and 2 as required. Put those to min. All right, cool. Let's make our turn to 264. Good. Get final approach speed. About 130 knots. Don't worry, that's just the balloon of the aircraft from getting our flaps 15 out. All right, cool. All is swell. We've done this approach before, friends, right? We know this one. The airport's right over here. There's the airport. We're going to make our descending turn. All right, landing checklist is done and complete, so we're looking good on that one. Next is going to be after landing. Okay. Let's do this, friends, shall we? I'm going to take control of the aircraft. I forgot to set a button. I need to set a button for autopilot disconnect, but Alright, so we're going to be basically doing a descending right turn here momentarily. Descending right turn. We can go ahead and start it about now. Bring the power back a little bit and we'll start descending. Now this thing likes to turn pretty quickly. So there's no real reason to do like an aircraft full bank on this one. We do want to start descending though. Keep the turn nice and tight. Keep on descending. There's the altitude horn, that's fine. Speed can come back. All is good. Keep on descending. Aiming for about 1,600 feet per minute on the descent. Try not to cheat too much, but I also want to see if the airport's in front of us, which it should be. There it is right there. We're a little bit high, so we'll pull the power and we'll bring that nose down. There we go. 1 red.
Glide slope.
3 white.
Glide slope.
Quite sure why we're getting a glide slope warning.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to
Glide slope. Glide slope.
switch that out. Oh my god, I ballooned that like crazy. Sorry.
Glide slope.
I don't know why I'm getting glide slope messages. We're just going to ignore that.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
All was well until I tried to fix the glide slope callouts. Alright, keep the power in, friends. Keep the power in. 2 white, 2 red. We're looking good.
Terrain.
100.
Terrain.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Nose down, not very gently. That's okay. Decelerating. 60 knots. Okay. Not bad. Not a butter. Not bad. Alright, we'll vacate to the right. Landing lights off. Strobe light off. Spoilers and flaps. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Innsbruck after 51 minutes of flight time. Not bad. Okay, not bad at all. That was pretty damn good. I'm happy with that. Minus the little balloon that we had when I looked down trying to switch off the ILS. I don't know why we were getting a glide slope warning. We're not even on an ILS. There's no ILS. I don't know what that was all about. I should have also pressed the terrain inhibit button. Should have hit that as well. But listen, lessons learned, right? Again, I can't stress this enough. This is my 2nd day flying this airplane. I've never owned the majestic Q400. I've never owned any of those airplanes. So apologies if I'm not up to par with this airplane yet. You guys are expecting a little bit more from me. I'm truly doing my best. But I think that was awesome. Again, apart from those couple things that happened there, I think that was a lot of fun. It was really great. Take this stand here beside the, is that a Fokker? What is it? Taxi light off. Can you hide the yokes? I believe so, yes. In the tablet, there's an option. Alright, after landing, control lock, transponder, radar flaps, auxiliary pumps off, yaw damper off, 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 off. Yaw damper. Should be good right about there. Park brake. Spoilers off. Yaw dampers off. Anti-collision light is red. Lights is required. Pedostatic switches off. Windshield heat off. Pedo. Windshield off. Ice protection is required. Main bus tie on. APU if available. Bleed air 1 and 2 as required. After takeoff checklist is complete. Main bus tie on. Okay, so the way that we do it with this aircraft is let's feather both engines. Get our gust lock in. Feather. We'll turn off engine number 2. Give that a second. Water landings are a myth. All right, there goes engine number 2. So now what we can do is we can come over here and we can connect the GPU. We'll go upstairs. We'll go GPU power, and then we can shut off engine number 2, or engine number 1. Sorry. And there we have it, friends. A proper shutdown procedure here on the Q400. I was taught that last night by Q400 pilots. So I'm going to go with that's how we shut down this airplane, because if that's how they do it in the real world, I'm assuming that's exactly how they do it in the simulator and how they want it to work. And that's how exactly it works in the simulator. So absolutely awesome. There we have it. The aircraft has shut down. Beautiful, beautiful flight, my friends. Could have pulled a little bit more forward. Actually, shit, we're almost right on the line, except my... my nose wheel was a little bit crooked there. No problem. We're just, yeah. We almost made it right to the line, though. But I mean, look at that, dude. Look at that scene right there. My goodness me. That is absolutely breathtaking. I gotta take a screenshot of that. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. The doors are opening over here. Passengers are disembarking. My goodness me, friends. What a beautiful flight. What an absolute beautiful flight. Whew. Wow, wow, wow. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and toggle replay mode. I'm just going to turn down the sounds just so we don't go deaf here. And let's take a look at that replay. Bring that back. Don't worry, all the doors and stuff will close here once we get it going. There's shift 3. We'll play. There was that little balloon right there when I was looking down at things. All right. A little bit of an early flare. Not a bad landing, though. Not a bad landing at all. Should have been a little bit, again, with the little, put the nose down, wheel down a little bit fast there. But again, if I had just held off on the flare just a little bit, it would have been much better. So I have to remember that. I'm learning. You can see, like, every landing that we're doing, it's getting better and better and better. But I just have to remember to convince myself to literally fly it into the ground. It's a very odd sensation, especially when I'm used to flying the 340 right now. But again, if I just held that flare just a little bit longer, or just started it a little bit later, it would have been good. Either way, great landing. I'm super happy with that one. 180 feet per minute, like, come on. I don't think it gets much better for an aircraft that is literally known to just absolutely plant itself on the ground. So damn beautiful, though. Yeah, I did smash down the nose wheel. Kind of just let it fall. I thought we were a lot closer down to the ground. Is a Q400 bad on FPS? Nope, I wouldn't say bad. Could it use some Could use a little bit more texturing, sure. Not texturing, sorry, but optimization, sure, yeah. You set your own toga. There's nothing set. You have to set it. A little bit floaty. Got it down in the touchdown zone, though. Well in the touchdown zone, so nothing wrong with that. Just kind of drop the nose right there, too. A little bit of a bounce in the nose. Not bad. Pretty different from POV 340 to Q400. Dude, it's insane. It kind of sucks that I had to go through, like... I had to, like, that was the... You know... I had to go through that. Like those were the two aircraft that I've flown most recently, right? Kind of sucks. Still a great landing. Super happy with that one, friends. 180 feet per minute. We definitely aren't going to complain about that. Absolutely beautiful. The scenery, everything about this was just gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. All right, friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the replay back all the way here. You guys want, I guess we'll give you this view. We're going to go all the way back here. I'm going to let you guys watch the replay from here. Enjoy. I'm going to get set up for our leg back to Vienna. I'll see you guys all in about 5 or 10 minutes. Enjoy the replay, guys. Alrighty, my amigos, welcome back inside the simulator. Hope everybody is doing well. Hopefully that break didn't take too long. You guys are ready to rock. We're heading back into Vienna from Innsbruck. Should be a beautiful flight. I've set the time to about 4:30, so by the time we leave, it should be closer to 5 o'clock, and we should get a nice sunset arrival into Vienna. The sunset will be just behind us as well, so we should get some beautiful shots along the way. So welcome back, friends. Without further ado, let's jump inside. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We are sitting cold and dark. We'll pretend it's later on the day or the next day or whatever it is. But let's do it, friends. So first things first, we'll jump inside. We're going to go to the overhead. Just going to make sure all my sounds are good, which they are. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and get our battery master switch on. Main battery switch on. Aux, bat, and our standby battery as well. Continue our flows down here. Everything looks good. I'm going to get some lights on. Lights. Good. Continue our flows down here. I'm going to get my position lights. I'm going to get my tail logo light on as well. Recirc fan can come on. Fasten seatbelts on. No smoking on. And I'm going to arm our emergency lights. I am going to come down here as well. I'm going to arm our anti-skid. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn all of our screens on. You on. You on. You on. You on. And you on. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and turn on our UNSs, FMCs, whatever you'd like to call it. And we'll make sure that our radios are turned on as well. Beautiful. Cool. So let's come down here. Let's start loading the airplane, shall we? So we're going to go to select load. Wonderful. For today's flight, we need, what do we need in here? We need, looking for a zero fuel weight of 25.4 once again. So I'm going to look for about 2,400 in here is what I'm going to aim for. So we're going to go zero fuel weight. I want to bump you all the way up. Full passengers, zero fuel weight. Cargo, let's pull like, we'll pretend we've got like 200. So looking for 2,400. There we go. So we'll set that there. 2,400 on the zero fuel weight. That's good. I'm happy with all of that. We've got 78 passengers, 178 kilos of cargo. That is all set. Cool. I'm happy with that. Fuel for today's flight, we need 2,400 kg. So we'll plug in 2,400 kg. Beautiful. That is set. Time en route. We are expecting, I'm going to delete you, and then I'm going to put in here you, and then for minutes, we are going to expect, what is the flight time? 56 minutes today, guys. 56 minutes. Beautiful. So that's all good. We'll go to load summaries. Everything's set here, 56 minutes. The flight route is 253 miles. So we'll just make sure that we've got that in here. 253, good. Everything is set there. 10-minute taxi time, sure. 30 minutes reserve. All of that is fine. I'm happy with that. Cool. We'll confirm the load, and we'll go ahead and start loading the aircraft. Beautiful. You hear the aircraft actual starting to load. Wonderful. Cool. Let's come down here. Let's work on the UNS, the FMC, whatever you want to call it. Go to our flight plan. We're going to go to the menu page. We're going to go to departures. We're planning a departure out of runway 8 today. So we'll select number 1. We are going to be on the Rattenberg to Quebec departure. So that's going to be number 6 on the list. We'll go ahead and insert that. Beautiful. Let's go to our flight plan. We'll make sure that all of that is set here, and it should be Rattenberg, which it is. Beautiful. From Rattenberg, we're going to go direct to, very short flight plan here today. We're going to go direct to Niemal. So go ahead and enter that in there. Niemal, beautiful. And we'll accept that. Good. And then from Niemal, we're going to jump on the Nima 1 Whiskey arrival for the ILS runway 8. So we'll go to menu, 11. We'll go to arrival. We're going to go to Vienna, which is low. We'll enter that in there. Good. Wien, good. Runway number 1 for 11. Our star today will be the Nima 1 Whiskey. So go ahead and look for that on our list here. Next page, Nima 1 Whiskey. So it's going to be number 9. Beautiful. We'll enter that in there. There's going to be no transition. We're going to expect the ILS runway 16. So that's going to be number 1 on our list. Now for the arrivals, we're going to take a look at this here. We'll see how this looks. Approach, we're going to go to Vienna. Okay, so the approaches, the star. So what does it want there? The BAL 3K. Let me take a look here. So, search. Hold on. I'm going to open up my other charts here. Okay. So if we go to the star, you can see here that it wants the BAL 3K. Let's see if we can find that. BAL 3K. I just saw it, the BAL. Okay, so there it is. The Ballad RNAV transitions. So we don't want that one. Well, what's our final waypoint? Okay, it is Ballad. So we could take that. So we could take Ballad and then down and in. That one makes sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So we want the Ballad 3 kilo. So that's what we want. So we want the one transition, and we'll insert that. Beautiful. Now if we go to our flight plan page and we take a look at this, everything should add up accordingly. Go to next. We'll go to next. So essentially what it should from Ballad, if we take a look back at our charts here, from Ballad it should be Whiskey 669, which it is. Go to next. From there it should be Whiskey 63 or 65, sorry. 69, 65, then 63, then 61, then 59, 57. Everything is in there. You get the gist of it. And then we're coming in for the ILS. So everything looks good with that. I'm happy with that. That is all set. Beautiful. Wonderful. Cool. Let's go to the flight plan page. Sorry, the fuel page, and we'll start plugging in some numbers now. So we've got 78 passengers on board this afternoon, so we'll plan that, 78, and we'll go ahead and enter that in there. That is set. Cargo weight, what do we plan for the cargo weight? We are going to plan for 180 kilograms. So 180, and we'll insert that. Good. Zero fuel weight gives us 25.9. Again, we're looking for 25.4, so we're a little bit... I think it's just the passenger weight. I think SimBrief has a different passenger weight at 105. Fuel on board for today's flight. We've got, what was it, 2,400 kg. Well, actually, we'll get the real number, which is 23.99, I think. Wait, we are fully fueled. Yeah, so 23.99 on the fuel. So we put 23.98. Okay, so yeah, 23.99. 23.98. We'll insert that. There's our gross weight. Beautiful. Looking good, my friends. Cool. Let's work on our autopilot panel now and some other things. I want screen brightness up on you guys. Up, 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 up. Thank you. All right. I'm going to come over here as well. I'm going to turn you up. We'll come over here. Oops. Come over here. And you up. Cool. All right. Wonderful. This is all looking good. Let's go to our nav source. We're going to select FMS1. Good. Climb altitude. Sorry, today. Climb altitude is going to be 23,000 feet en route to Vienna. 23,000 feet. Wonderful. We're going to go on to... we'll select nav track, actually. And we're going to then go on to IAS mode. We're going to plan for a climb of about 215 knots again. We'll set 220. Should be good. 220 knots. Beautiful. Okay, wonderful. That's all set. I'm happy with all of that for now. Let's start doing some checklists here briefly as we are almost ready to go. I'm sure as passengers are almost on board. So, originally checks. Recirc fan is on. External checks. Good. All of that is done. Did I turn the recirc fan on? I did, yes. Okay, good. Good. Before start checklist. Sorry, before start checklist. Circuit breakers, passenger signs are on. Emergency lights are armed. Anti-skid is on. Fuel transfer quantity off and checked. Emergency brake pressure on and checked. Power levers disconnect. Condition levers, fuel off, and takeoff data has been reviewed. We'll select that in here as well. There we go. Cool. Startup approved. So master battery, max, aux, and start battery switches are on. All four of those are on up top. There we go. Sweet. Doors and fueling lights. Sorry, we're just waiting for the doors to be closed. APU bleed is off. We are not using our APU today. Anti-collision light will go on to red and engines are clear for start, which they are. Okay, cool. So we're basically just waiting now. We are... I was going to say, we're going to hear the doors close any second, and then we're going to be good to go. So I'm going to pop him. Okay, and I'm going to go to my doors page here. So I just want to make sure that all the doors are closed, and they're just finishing the final passenger door, which has now been closed. Okay, cool. We're looking good. Excuse me. As soon as he tells me he's good for push and start, we're going to... Wait, have we not even... Damn, I wasn't even on GPU.
On to
Look at me.
Toliss driving up.
Well, there we go. Now we're on GPU. I think we need to have that. So we're going to start engine number 2 and feather it. Fuel on. Matei, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. How are you? Welcome. All right. We're good feathered engine number 2. We can go ahead and disconnect the external power.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed.
Disconnect
Ready
GPU.
to connect. Set parking brake.
Park brake is set. All right, doors and anti-collision light. Those are the final 2 things. Anti-collision light is on. Is my park brake not set? No, it is. Okay. All right, and let's go to plugins. We're going to go to better pushback. Start pushback.
To cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
And we're going to go like this. Perfect.
How connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Good. Cool. We're good to go here, friends. Let's release the park brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
There we go. So we are going to start both engines at the gate today, as it's such a short taxi. We're just going to start both of them. Why aren't you on VATSIM? Brand new airplane for me, aviation forever. I've never flown this airplane before. I don't need the extra complications of being on VATSIM. However, I will be flying on VATSIM tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be flying on VATSIM in the Q400. Has the release date been announced yet? No, not that I'm aware of. All right, after start checklist. Do that in a sec. So we're feathering engine number 2. Might push us. Better pushback's been like all over the place recently. We're gonna break that light right there. He's not pushing back on the line. I don't know why.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Dickered with Dave. Holy
has been removed.
dude.
Signal on the left.
Where
I'll
you
see you
been,
next time.
bud?
Have a safe flight.
Holy macaroni. Alrighty, friends, come down here. External power is off main. Oops, sorry, after start. External power and APU is off main. Bus tie goes off. We're just going to do a bunch of these together. Bleed air 1 and 2 on is required. Battery temps have checked. Condition levers to min. So we'll do that. So we'll go upstairs. We'll get our main bus tie off. We'll make sure that our bleed airs are on and to min. Okay, good. On is required. That's fine. Battery temps checked. Condition levers to min. So we're going to bump up the condition levers to min. Alright. Standby hydraulic pressure and PTU control on. Hydraulic pressure quantity checked. ISO valve 3 opened. So we'll come down here. On and on. Valve checked. Open. Elevator trim and travel. Full. Hydraulic ISO valve normal. Got to be a test. That's why we're doing that. Flaps set. De-ice pressure checked. Rudder travels good. Steering switch on. Windshield heat and pitot heat on. Taxi light on. Yaw damper on. All right. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist. Taxi light is on and required. Altimeters have been set. Flight instruments have been checked. Tank aux pump 1 and 2 on. Tank 1 and 2 on. Auto feather on. Flaps and trim. Auto feather on. Flaps have been set and selected. You can see 5 here. And trim is set. Takeoff warning test. What would we be forgetting? Trims out of the band again? No? It's actually... Okay. Condition levers, because they're not on max. Condition levers to max. Now if I do it, we'll be good. Yep, good. There we go. Takeoff warning, good. Pitot heat is on. Ice protection is required. Caution warning lights. Flight clearances and cabin has been secured. Takeoff checklist is complete. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and taxi, friends. No, it wasn't the trim there. It was, I think there's something like just out of sequence with that. Because it's going to give you a warning if you don't have your pitot heats on. But if you look here, pitot heats are... Condition levers and pitot heats will both give you a takeoff warning. So I'm wondering if that's genuinely just like a takeoff warning test to see if it's, maybe it's a test, you know what I mean? Maybe we're thinking the wrong thing. Maybe we're thinking that it's a, maybe like we want to hear that noise to make sure that, you know, it's not set. I don't know. Maybe like it's one of those like counter, you know, intuitive things where like we're literally just testing it. We're not testing it to see if we're getting a takeoff warning. We're testing it to see if the takeoff warning works. That's what I think we're doing. But I don't know. Don't hold me to it. We'd have to ask Jack or one of the real Q400s. Hey Gap, how you doing? This new series with the Q400 is really amazing. Cheers, good luck, dude. It's yeah. Yeah. It's been out. I've had it for, I haven't even had it for 24 hours yet. I just want to put that into perspective. I haven't even had it for 24 hours yet. Like, we're coming up on 24 hours of me getting this airplane. And it's probably already my favorite airplane. Ever. Ever. It's like, it's probably my favorite. Like, I've waited so long for this. Oh, look, our brother. I remember passing this. You remember passing this every time, and I would be like, soon, soon, my friends, soon I will see you. I remember passing this every time and being like, oh, I'm going to be able to fly that sooner than later. Dude, I love this thing, man. Time to start a second YouTube channel devoted to Q400 live streams. Man, I know people are going to be real pissed off seeing me fly this Q400 the next like month. I'm just not going to put it down. I mean, we've got Cross the Pond on Saturday, so that'll get me out a bit, right? But then we're going to get right back into it. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this airplane. You visit Norway with the Q400? Absolutely. What's planned for Cross the Pond? We're going Toronto to Berlin in the 340. Landing lights, strobes, wing lights. Bleed air, anti-collision, transponders on, flight controls, flight taxi, and landing lights. Okay, so we just need our bleeds to min. Is Jack here today? He was here earliest. He was here earlier, sorry. Yeah. Sounds okay, it's not too loud. I'm trying to let you guys hear. Do the switches not knobs? The ones that go up and down do, Yeti. So some of them do, some of them don't. Like the landing lights don't. You have to actually like grab it. Maybe able to turn it on in the settings somewhere. Like ones that have like a two-way switch do have support. Everything else has scroll wheel support though. Alhaji, thank you so much, dude, for another $5 donation. Appreciate you, man.
Quite busy at flight school today. We'll get back to rock and roll.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for your support, man. I appreciate you, sir. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, guys. Let's do this. Up in a flight mode. Chrono's on. Let's go. Why can't I see? Hold on. There we go, okay. Hello? Oh, I'm an idiot. Takeoff power set. I knew I hit something again. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. I know, and I hit the gust lock. I heard it. I turned it off when we started taxiing, and then I heard it. I heard myself, like, re-hit it. There's that ski hill. So cool, man. Flaps clean. $900 prop. Yep, FO's fault, Smitty. I agree. When it comes to FPS, which is more friendly, I don't know, dude. They can both take quite a bit. I feel like Microsoft is better optimized. X-Plane is just so poorly optimized. That's one of the things I'm really hoping X-Plane 12 addresses. The optimization in X-Plane is just atrocious most of the time. Alright, autopilot's going on. 7,000 feet, nice departure. Just want to get some wing views here. Ah, it flies so nice, Mr. Polar. The thing is, too, Mr. Polar, is, and I'm sure every Q400, everybody that's flown one or that has experience flying the one, the less you touch the throttles, which is something I'm really starting to learn, the less you touch the throttles, the better your... It's kind of like, it's really, really weird, as in, like, you can kind of just, like, set your throttle. It's not like in a jet or a 7.3 where you're constantly, like, moving, you know what I mean? And maybe it is the same in flying those jets, but I really feel like flying this aircraft, the less you touch your throttle, the better, like, the smoother it feels and stuff. So, like, if you just have your throttle set, it flies incredibly well. That being said, I guess what it is there's a lot of pitch. Like, there's a lot of pitch control using your, power. So, nav display doesn't show terrain or weather. It's coming, Amanda. As of right now, no. Remember, this is pre-release, right? So, just keep that in mind. Doing a on mode LEMD from London to 777 plus a really good scenery. Nice, Kate. Anyone else using X-Plane on a MacBook Pro? I know there's a couple people. Man, for once, the weather gods have been nice to us. For once. sounds are mesmerizing. You got how the flight's been so far, Matthew? Not bad, dude. We had a nice, really, really nice approach. You know, I'm testing my skills today. Had a nice approach into Innsbruck, man. It was a lot of fun. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Hopefully, we're at what were we going for? 350 likes. Hopefully, we've reached that goal. We absolutely crushed the likes yesterday on the stream. So again, thank you for everybody who watched the stream last night. Almost 500 likes. Damn. Well, thank you guys. Is that ortho you're flying over? It looks amazing. Yes, this is part of the Innsbruck scenery. So if you actually look here, we're probably gonna, yeah, so that's ortho for XP over here, and that's part of the Innsbruck scenery. So when you buy the scenery, which there's a link in the description, it's all on sale right now too. Not to plug that, but I do have the friends and family account with Orbex, so I do not pay for their sceneries. I always like to point that out. This airplane has no auto throttle. It does not, but it has a FADEC. So basically, you set your engine settings, you set your power settings, and yeah, you set your power settings, and the aircraft will respond accordingly. Hey, Gap, wondering if you could tell me how to make X-Plane look like yours. I've been struggling to make it look better. Honestly, man, like Ortho for XP, what I'm running, Ortho for XP, and Enhanced Skyscape. So Ortho for XP is free, Enhanced Skyscapes is $15. That's really all you should need, man. You know, I own a lot of payware airports, like a lot of payware airports. So a lot of the airports that you see me flying into have like more detail than, let's say, normal. Xplane.org is amazing. There are so many good freeware airports for Xplane. Don't be shy, man. Don't be shy to go there and download some stuff. Yarny, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope all is well. So if you move the throttle, does it override the engine settings? So it's a FADEC. So you can see, like, I can push it into emergency travel, but the way that it works is it's, yeah. Alright, so we're holding at 220 knots. We've got alt cell on. We're on LNAV, so everything's looking good. Is it true that you don't kill the thrust before touchdown? Yes, you want to leave it in as long as you can. As long as you can. We need to do our after takeoff checklist. Gear is up, flaps are up, climb power is set, bleed air 1 and 2 is on as required, normal. Hydraulic pressure off, auto feather off, so we'll come down here. We'll get these guys off. Alright, engine temps, ice protection, cabin, and set. Cool. And we need to get these guys off as well. PTU control and standby hydraulic pressure. That is all done. After takeoff checklist is good. Cruise checklist is coming up now. We've got to get in our altimeter. It's going to be standard barometric pressure set. Power is not set yet. Cabin pressure has been checked and fine. And lights, all of our lights are off as required. That is good. So the only thing we're going to do is set our power, which we're going to bring down to 850 once we're at cruise. Yeah, we're going to be doing a like sunset nighttime arrival, Mr. Undercover. We did one last night as well. If you want to look at the channel, the stream from yesterday, we did some night flights towards the end as well. I would agree so, Wash, yeah. There's our altitude horn. Nevada Rocks, yes sir. That's the one I'm using. Keep in mind it's about 1,500 kilos off. That's what I've noticed. Can you edit like the passenger weight? Alright, and altitude at 23,000 feet is going to be selected. I think we're about to fly directly over Salzburg, which also has that amazing approach that I want to fly into. RNAV runway 33, is it? You've seen a work in progress pic from X-11? I think so, the one they posted today. I think so. Alright, let's bring our throttles back, or sorry, our prop back to min. And somebody was saying that we should look for about 62 for our torque. Close enough. There we go. Cruising along. Do you have to fly a real-world flight on VATSIM, or do you have to follow real-world vectors? You could fly whatever you want. If there's ATC online, they may vector and stuff, yeah. Already sold on this aircraft, must admit, an instant buy. Oh man, yeah, dude. Even if they didn't reach out and say like, hey Cap, would you like to promote this? Would you like to share this aircraft with your channel? It would have been an instant buy for me as well. Yeah, instant. Yo, this view, Trav, it's dangerous how much, like, I don't know how to explain it. For those of you that have been doing this for a very, 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 very long time, that have been in the flight sim scene and industry and world, you'll kind of know that at sometimes it's almost like you'll get to a lull, right? Where you've flown every aircraft that you have for hundreds of hours, and you're kind of sitting there and you're kind of like, okay, I need a challenge, right? Like I want to have a challenge again. I kind of want to, you know, it gets to a point where that's the best way I can put it, is I want to challenge myself, you know what I mean? And I really truly feel like learning this aircraft and flying it properly is just crazy, man. Yeah. It brings back the feelings that I got when I first started getting back into flight simulators. That's another, like, it gives me that feeling of, holy shit, this is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, it solidifies my fact of why I love doing this and why I love being part of something like this and being part of a community in the flight sim industry, in the flight sim world. Like this, when stuff like this happens, it's just mind-blowing, man. It's mind-blowing. And the aircraft can only get better, you know? Yes, performance is it could be a little bit better, but you know, as the aircraft ages and matures, more stuff can get done to it, things can get done. But the aircraft is just, it's simply, there's no other word. It is simply amazing. It's another step forward for like X-Plane and the flight sim industry, in my opinion. In my opinion. It's another, it kind of just, it solidifies, like I said, it kind of solidifies the fact that X-Plane's going nowhere. There's, with the add-ons that we have coming and the fidelity of these add-ons, X-Plane is not going anywhere. Let's just hope Laminar doesn't fuck it up on their part. You know what I mean? Mattis, thanks so much for support, man. Appreciate you, dude. The message you have overstressed the aircraft has come up for the 10th time on rotation and requires me to restart the whole flight. It's getting extremely annoying. Any ideas? For what airplane, Adam? We got to take this to Lugano as well, Yeti. Lugano is another crazy one, man. With this, the 777 V2, Flight Vector 7.8, MD-11, I mean, there's so many, Trav. The 340 that just released, the MD-11 coming, Aerobasque with their Falcon 8X, can we not forget about that? We're going to be literally crossing the Atlantic at like Mach 0.96 in a biz jet. You know I'm buying that one. Hell yes. We've got the Falcon 8 coming. We've got, who's the guy? Hot Start. Hot Start's doing their other aircraft as well. There's so many good aircrafts, man. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Okay, let's come down here. Let's calculate our VNAV. If we go to next page, we can see here that we've got some restrictions. Just actually to Ballad. It's a little bit weird, but okay. We'll go to our previous page, and we want to descend at about 1,800 feet per minute. So we'll insert that. Really doesn't like that, does it? It might be because it's a VNAV, because it's an RNAV. Wait. What? What? Maybe we might have to descend us manually here because it's an RNAV. Let's see what the star wants us to do. What were we on again? We're on the above 8,000. So if can I switch Ballad? Can I go back here? Return. Can I go back to Ballad and put, okay, let's put Ballad at like, I don't know, we'll say 10,000 at Ballad. And we'll enter that in there. Okay. So now if we go previous, and now if I go here, I go 1,800 feet per minute, and I enter that in. That's really weird. Why is that me at 29,000 feet? Huh. I don't understand. It's because it thinks it thinks we're going to be at 31,000 feet at Nimdu for some reason. I don't know why. Can I edit this too at 23000? It's a weird one. Okay, there we go. So top of descent's in 9 miles. That's what I've been wondering. No, definitely can't be. And again, it thinks we're, for whatever reason, it thinks we're at like 30,000 feet. Not quite sure. But it's fine. We'll pay attention to that anyways. How are the sounds? Some of the best I've ever heard. CHLM. I was just reading your message. Of course, I got to visit 5 minutes before your first landing. Cap, you're going to have to go back and do it again. Hey, isn't that the beauty of having a VOD, though? It's always up, right? It's always up for everybody to see. Thanks so much for your support, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man. Q400 or ATR? Q400 for me, man. Q4 for me, dude. I'm not sure why it's We're just going to go off these numbers. What's my favorite season? Probably spring and summer. Fall is close third, but something about spring and there's something about summer, right? Fall is beautiful, but it also means that winter is coming, and I fucking hate winter. Time for some peanuts. Winter is lame. It is. I agree. Wrong with winter? Dude, I live in Canada. It's like minus 40. You can't do anything. You get frostbite walking to your car from your condo. And then the snow. Oh, man. The snow. What made you like planes? My grandfather was into it when I was younger. No doubt will work. Oh, Daisy's peanut fell. I literally threw it across the room to her and she caught it. Sounds about right for Ottawa. Yep. Absolutely it does, Robert. She's nice and toasty right now. Alright, approaching briefing. We're planning for the ILS runway 11. Count all controls are set. Ice protection as required, so we're just going to be our altimeters. We can grab the most recent Met tire. As an Orbex partner, do you know if their XP scenery will be XP12 compatible? I saw they got great bundles at the moment. In Nevada Rocks, everything should be compatible. It's not really coming down to like Orbex and all those guys. It's down to X-Plane. X-Plane has said, like Laminar Research, the owners of X-Plane have said that everything should work. So, that being said, everything should work. My new car should be a Tesla. Dude, those are way too expensive. I don't drive enough either for that, man. Here's the thing. I don't drive enough to warrant like owning or having an expensive car. Or not only that, but like having payments on an expensive car. You know what I mean? Like I really don't drive enough to warrant any of that. I'm going to set our flaps to 15 before I forget. Hey Cap, seems like with every Microsoft FlyJSim update, they fix some stuff and break something else. Of course. Is this a game? Sure. Yep, it's available on Steam, just like every other game. It's a simulator, it's a game, whatever you'd like to call it. Give me a second, guys. Just going to fill up my water. McLaren or something like that. Holy man. The lighting, yeah. Says my computer is ready for Windows 11. Should I update it or not? I'm worried about X-Plane. You can talk to Dan about that. Dan's updated to X-Plane, X-Plane, to Windows 11. What's my dream car? Oh shit, we just missed. Okay, shit. Now we're actually getting it. So I'm gonna go to VNav. Shit. VNav, let's pull the power. Alright, the airplane should descend now. Doesn't look like it is. Okay, we're gonna go to vertical speed. 1,500 feet per minute. Could try throwing it back to VNav, see if that works, but no, you're fine, Clifton. Yeah, I don't know what my dream car would be. I don't know. Why are you offline? I've never flown this aircraft before. Never flown this aircraft before. Really wasn't confident flying it online in case I needed to make any crazy changes or anything like that. So yeah. Gonna be flying online with it tomorrow. You'd have to just manually do it. I'm an aviator. I mean, it's a regional aircraft, right? We hope it's coming out soon. I believe it is coming out soon. Cap, do you use a different SSD for X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yes. They both have their own hard drives. Have you found any bugs so far? Not really. A couple things that have already been brought to my attention that they're ironing out before release. All right, transition altitude this afternoon into Vienna is 10,000 feet. How long can this aircraft fly for time-wise? A couple hours. I don't think you'd want to be on it for much more than that, but I think it does, like, you know, it can do like 2.5, 3 hour flights. I think its max range is like 1,300 nautical miles, something like that. Again, I don't know if you'd want to be on it for 1,300 nautical miles, but I think that's the max range. Max range Q400. 1,100 nautical miles. And the max operating altitude is 27,000 feet. So 1,100 miles. It's not bad. You could do some serious hops in this, man. You could do some 700 nautical mile flights and stuff, you know? Curious, as I'm new to the flight sim world, why don't you do all the ATC chat I see other streamers do? The Stone, I do VATSIM and Pilot Edge and stuff all the time, man. All the time, dude. I actually, the only time I'm not flying offline is right now when I'm really testing this. As a matter of fact, we're taking part in the big VATSIM. It's called Cross the Pond. We're doing that on Saturday. We're going to be flying from Toronto to Berlin. Yeah, I fly online. I would say I fly online 95% of the time. It's only when I'm learning an aircraft or doing something like this that I'm not flying online. How do you get the sound panel without going into the menu? Kim D Live, put exclamation point B2 in chat. It's too slow, that's the problem. This thing? Yes and no. Croatia uses them for split to London route? Damn, that's crazy. That'd be a fun route. I'd like to do that. The Stone, no worries, man. Cheers, dude. Thanks for your support. Follow the install instructions and you'll be good to go. All right, so if we get our charts up here, we can see that we've got to be at above 8,000, above 5, so we can basically just be at 5,000. Again, we don't have to go all the way out here. We're probably going to end up vectoring ourselves in, but after 10,000, we'll be down to 5,000, and then it'll be a vector in. Nevada, I'm not sure if that's something that they plan on making for release. I'm not sure what the plan is. You'd have to join their Discord and maybe ask if that's something that they need to do. I'm honestly not too sure. Is it still the first leg? No, this is the second leg, man. Second leg, final leg of the afternoon. Do you have to fly at whatever time in UTC? Nope, Wildkid, you can fly whatever time you want. You can even fly custom weather if you wanted to, but... Oh, I agree, Barora. Yeah, 2.5 hour, 3 hour flight, just sitting and listening to these bad boys hum. I love the look of them too, man. The big old intake. Oh, crazy. Look at that sunset over there too. Oh my. There's 10,000 feet. I can hear the horn ringing. Notice that Nightbot is requesting for 63.6. We're already at 63.7. Oh, baby. Because we gained a bunch of subs yesterday. Thanks for that. I will change him. There we go. Thank you. All right, we're coming up on 10,000 feet barometric pressure here in Vienna is 1027. High pressure. Here we go. All right, 10,000 feet. We'll try and maintain 250 knots. Alright, so we're doing the flaps. We'll do our altimeters are set, so that's going to be our descent checklist. We'll do our approach checklist now. So altimeters are set. Lights, we're going to get landing lights on now. So we'll leave those on. GPWS landing flap. We are doing flaps 15, which has been selected. Fuel transfer pumps are off. Tank aux pump 1 and 2 is on, and hydraulic pressure PTU control on. So hydraulic pumps 1 and 2 on, and standby hydraulic pressure and PTU control is on. Hydraulic pressure and quantities have been checked. Passenger signs are on. Give them a ding. Caution warning lights have been checked and cabin is secure, so the only thing we're waiting for is our lights. Actually, no, I guess we got those on now because we're at 10,000 feet, so we're good there. Landing checklist, that will be the next one. There we go. Alright, I see the airports. What we can do now is we go down to flight plan. We can go down to 5,000 feet. So we'll plug in 5,000. Alt select, and we'll go vertical speed, and we'll descend at about 1,000 feet per minute. Nothing crazy. Alrighty. Bring our speed back out, power back a little bit. Okay, let's get some frequency numbers in here. 110.3 is what we're looking for. 110.3, good. We'll fill that in there, beautiful. And we'll select our speeds. 143 on the approach, 123 VLS, good. Remember to fly it to the runway? Yes, absolutely. Running at the flight factor 350 is worth it to buy. I would pick it up on sale, but it is a good airplane. Yeah. Sorry, speed got just away from me there. There we go. Look for about 240. Look at that sunset. My goodness. Oof. Whoa. Oh no, don't spaz out. No, no, no. It's because the light's bleeding through. All right, we need to intercept at 5,000, so we're going down to 5,000. What heading are we going to be on? We'll sync up our heading here. We're going to be heading 290. Alright, speed is good at 230. Try and maintain that. Ooh, this is going to be nice, friends. I'm going to switch to heading mode. I'm going to switch my nav source to ILS. Our front course will be 111. Good. All right. Minimums are 200. Good. All right, I'm going to go direct Whiskey Whiskey 651 just to clean all this up here. So we're going to go direct to Whiskey Whiskey 651. Go 23. There we go. And I will now make a right turn to a heading of 005. 025. Not quite sure why the ILS isn't popping up. I have to go visual here. We're going to continue that turn. 075 to intercept. Yeah, weird. It's not picking up the ILS. Yeah, we're on the right frequency. ILS 110.30. Yeah. Everything is set. I know that there are some bugs with a few of them, so that might be what's going on here, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. We may just have to take a visual landing. Nothing wrong with that. We gotta go visual. We gotta go visual. That's what happens. I'm still on FMS 1. What are you talking about? We're on ILS. Nav source. What are you talking about? ILS. My airplane? Okay, so our nav source is on. I don't know what you're talking about. Set a nice descent in. 700-800 feet per minute is what we're looking for. Alright, landing checklist. Landing gear will be coming down in a sec. Flaps will be set 5 degrees. Condition levers up. Alright, condition levers are set. It's going to give extra pitch, don't worry about that. Alright. Bleed air 1 and 2 min is required and FA notifications is set. We'll set our bleed air. Good. We'll get all of our lights on. Good. Cool. Seems we are in FMS 1. Guys, we're not. FMS 1. Oh no. Sorry, hold on. FMS 1 would be on the nav source. You'd actually see it. Like, that's FMS 1. This is FMS 1. Nav source, that's ILS. For whatever reason, the ILS is not working. That being said, we're in still pre-release of the aircraft. There are a few bugs, and that is one of them, that sometimes the ILS isn't picking it up. Gears down. Flaps 10. No, we're going to fly the airplane instead of trying to look at nav sources. We should have just been flying the airplane. So flying our airplane. Speed's coming back nicely. We're looking good. 2,500 feet. Still lots of time to get back on track. And we're going to set flaps 15 degrees, which will be our landing flaps. Your speed's coming back nicely. We're 3 white, 1 red on the slope, so we're okay. There we go. 2 white, 2 red, so pitch is good. We'll bring that back up now. Speed will start to bleed off. Get our power back in. Make sure all of our sounds are up for you guys. All right, enjoy. Doing some weird things today with enhanced skyscape. Accelerating. That was so much better. We're so close to the butter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Vienna. Fun. All right, let's stop our clock. 56.5 minutes, friends. I could literally fly this thing all day. Like, I want to fly it again. I'm straight addicted. I have a problem. I have a problem. Oh, no. All right, landing lights are coming off. Wing lights off. Was landing 180 and 155 today. Both great landings, man. I'm very happy. Very happy. Very, very happy with both landings today, man. No, I don't want this one. I want the next one. I know, Smitty. I know. You and I are going to go flying tonight, though, Schmidt. When I'm back home, we're going flying. I'll be low and slow behind you. Does anybody know off the top of their heads, without spamming chat, does anybody know any good Lux Air flights on the Q400, real world flights? Like maybe into Munich or something like that? That would be fun. I don't know where they fly. Luxembourg to maybe up north or something. Hamburg, Copenhagen, I don't know, somewhere. This plane just won't butter. It looked real buttery to me, though. It's close, man. You got to fly it literally perfectly, man. Yeah, have you flown Majestic Q400? I've had it for a couple years now. This one looks pretty good, too. Unfortunate, it doesn't have the HUD, but I still want to try it out myself. Yeah, I have never flown the Majestic. Yeah. Fly tonight, yes, sir. Do London City? Ah, man, everybody's done London. We'll do London City, but I don't want to do that tomorrow. I actually want to, like, learn how to fly the airplane correctly before I just dive bomb it into London City Airport. Vienna to Luxembourg, that is a good one. We could do that one, yeah, to start it off. We'll see, man. Bolzano, do they have scenery yet? We have to find scenery. TDG, okay. I'll take a look. Park brake. Landing checklist is done. After landing checklist. Control lock. On. Transponder standby. Radar. Flaps. Clean. Tank and aux pumps 1 and 2 off. Yaw damper is off. Spoiler and taxi flight is off. Anti-collision light. Red. Lights. Off. Pitot-static switches off. Windshield heat off. Ice protection switches as required. Main bus tied. APU bleed air as required. Let's feather the engines. Engine number 2 goes off. What happened to my mic? Sorry. I don't know why the hell my mic was off. What? So there we go, friends. Absolutely wonderful. We'll continue the rest here. Anti-collision light goes to the off position. Everything else should be done and ready, and they should be disembarking the airplane, and you can do like the start unloading or whatever, and then everybody ends up loading the aircraft. So there we go. Sweet. Absolutely wonderful. There it is. The flight down into Vienna. Let's go ahead and toggle our sounds, and we'll do our replay mode here. Let's go to plugins, flight, toggle replay mode. Bring this guy back here. All right. Don't worry about that. We're not going to see that on replay. All right. Oh, damn, but the doors are open. Well, that sucks. I guess you can't open the doors. Don't pay attention. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here at all. So how were we on that one? I mean, we literally flew it into the ground. I don't think we could have got any better. Hold on, though. I'm gonna toggle replay mode. I'm gonna close those doors. Just fast unload. Good. Close you. Stairs go. Oh. Why can't I get those stairs? Oh. Okay. Stairs. Now we watch replay. Okay. There we go, friends. Yeah, anyways, I don't think we could have landed that any better, to be honest with you. I think that was absolutely perfect. One more leg. No, we're going to be live tomorrow, man. Going to be doing some flights tomorrow. I've got to head out for a meeting here soon enough. But what a beautiful day of flying. Guys, again, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. I'm going to take this time now to thank all my mods, donators, and sponsors. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So seriously, thank you all very, very much for your support. I truly do appreciate that. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you all very, very, very much for supporting the channel. You guys are the backbone. You guys allow me to do this, and I can't you know, thank you guys enough. I hope you guys enjoyed today's flights, man. They were a lot of fun. We did the circle to land into Innsbruck. We did some beautiful flying here in Austria, in Vienna, in the beautiful Austrian livery. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't think this day could have gone any better, friends. As you can see, I'm getting much better with the airplane. Much better. I feel like any day now we're going to be buttering it out nice and smooth. Listen, considering 155 feet per minute is still an absolute butter, it is absolutely awesome. So thank you guys very, very much for the support, man. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We are live again tomorrow, regular schedule. I'll be here, cameras on, ready to rock and roll for you guys tomorrow. I think we're going to be flying some Lux Air. I think we're going to rep some Lux Air flying into Luxembourg with that crazy curved runway. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Guys, thanks for coming to hang out. Truly do appreciate it. I'll leave you guys with some replays here. Everybody have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow. Happy landings, my friends. Peace!
450.